Okie dokie. All right, so guys, so you made your your video, excuse me, your triangle, and here's part two. Okay, so you did your own. All right, so let's suppose that you were, you know, on some flat surface on land, and there was some mountain. Okay, and you wanted to know how tall is the mountain. Okay, so well, you could measure it. They'd be measuring this, you wouldn't be measuring the height. So what you want to know is how tall is the mountain. Okay. So what you could do, you could be standing here. Let's say you're standing here, and you measured from here to, whoa, that's really bad. I wonder if I have a line tool here. Oh, look at that. Fancy. Wow. Look at that. Alright, so let's say you got some survey tool, you measure the angle from here to here. Okay. Well, this would work out really well because you can measure that angle, and then you'd be able, but you'd have to measure from here to through the bottom of the mountain to here. And you're not going to be able to dig a tunnel through there. That's not going to work. So what you want to do is you want to measure the angle from here to here. Okay, let's see if I can make a straight line. Okay, so you have, alright, just pretend it's straight. Alright, so you went, you measured that, and then that degree, let's say, was 44 degrees. Okay, so you can't measure the height. You can't measure through the mountain. So let's say you walked, okay, you walked over here, and you got a little closer to the mountain. Okay, so you got a little closer right here, and then from here you also measured the angle up there. Lines are horrible. And then from here, let's say you measure this angle to be so it's going to be a little bit taller. Let's just call it 52 degrees. And let's say from here to here was 100 feet. Okay. So now what you can do is we're going to take this triangle out of here. Okay. See if we can make it a little nicer. So if this is 52, then therefore the inside is 128. Okay, right? We don't care about this angle, we care about this one. And this is 44. And this was 100. There we go. So now you could use the law of sines to get the hypotenuse right here. So go ahead and use the law of sines to get this angle, this triangle right here. I mean this length. And let's do it real quick. So we're going to say that, so we need this angle right here, alright, because we need the one opposite here. This one and this one go together. The 100 goes with this angle right here. So if this is 128 and this is 44, What's that, 172? 172, that means this up here is 8 degrees. So let's do it. We're going to say 100 over sine of x, excuse me, sine of 8 degrees equals x over, so that'll be these two right here, the sine of 128. Okay. I want this to be green because these are the ones that match the green. Alright, so then we use our calculator. Alright, let me see if I can pull up my calculator again. Okay. So I'm going to put 100 times sine of 128 divided by sine of 8. So 100 times sine of 128 equals, we'll divide that by the sine of 8. So 566, okay? So now we have, this is 566. Okay. Now how is this number going to help us get the height? Well, now we could draw the bigger triangle. I'm going to use color I haven't used, well, pink. Now we have this triangle right here. Okay. Okay, so we have the big triangle, and we know that this angle right here is 44. We know this is 566 now. Okay. And we're trying to find that here. So now we could use regular old sine, right? Because we have opposite and hypotenuse. So now we use basic sine, and we're going to write the sine of 44 is the same as the opposite over 566. Okay, so you're basically saying that 40. Actually, we need to find out what the sine of 44 is first. So calculator. Okay. Sine of 44 is 9 degrees. Okay. Sine of 40 is 69. Okay. So 0.69. So you're basically saying is 69 over 100, right? Or 0.69. I just want you to see the fraction. Okay. Equals x over 566. Okay. So in the calculator, multiply these two divided by 100. So we got 69, or you could even say 0.69. 69 times 566 is that, and divide that by 100 is 390 feet. Okay, or you could do 0.69 times 566, 390. So therefore x equals 390 feet. So this guy is 390 feet right here. So how tall is the mountain? 390 feet. And we did not use a measuring tape besides measuring the distance from here to here. Okay. And some measuring, you know, the rise, maybe a type of protractor or one of the surveys that fancy construction people use. Alright, so hopefully this will give you a little better understanding. What I want you to do next is to pretend you're finding a new mountain. Okay, there's a huge mountain. Okay, so draw a mountain, and don't use my numbers, use your own. Okay, and this only works assuming that you're on a flat surface. Okay, and then go ahead and figure out how tall the mountain is and use appropriate angles, right? As you get closer and closer to the mountain, the angle will be increasing. I mean, if you were like standing right here, the angle would be straight up. Try to use really neat straight lines, and then post that as well on your Google Plus for today's assignment.